Hey y'all, I'm Tyrone Manyweather the Poet. Well, actually, at one time I called myself the whole homeless poet. But anyway, this here is a poetry piece that I wrote that everybody does, and it's catchy anyway. Pastor Brad, do you want to do this? Try it with me, or okay? Oh, that's okay, bro. That's okay. Anyway, this poetry piece is called "Duty and the Booty." You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. You got some duty in your booty, you don't get it out, you catch the cooties. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. Taking a shit or a piss is a natural thing. Look at the joy that it brings. Afterwards, it makes you sing, am I lying? Think about this. When you can't piss or shit, you be mad as fuck and then you wish that you can get it out. Look at the pains that comes with the strains from pushing in and how it affects the brains, man. Whether it's diarrhea or constipation, not being able to get it out affect people in every state as well as nation. A lot of people just have to have a little patience and waiting for nature to take its course because some turds can look like a horse where you have to push with force and it's due to the foods that we gorge. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. You got some duty in your booty, don't get it out, you catch the cooties. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. Not being able to get shit or piss out pisses people off, no doubt. Where some folks have even shouted or they'll pout because on the inside the shit tends to mount. Now, you'll find yourself going to the hospital where things can get critical, where at the minimal you'll need either medicinal or they'll have to scoop it out by the handfuls. That's why we have to be careful of the foods that we eat, you see, because that's the dark reality in the peak. My poetry is to make people think some shit has a smell, some foods that we eat and that peep helps to eliminate some of the stink, believe me. Other foods can intensify shit smells. The difference we can tell whether the people are big or frail, quiet or raised hell. Everything that we do affect our bodies as well as our minds is not only a sign, but it's a design that's not of the godly kind. So remember, what goes up must come down, and what goes in must come out. That's some of the realest talk, no doubt. I know that y'all know what I'm talking about now. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. You got some duty in your booty, don't get it out, you catch the cooties. You got some duty in your booty, gotta get it out. Anyway, that was that piece right there. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Now, this piece here is called the dynamic duo. Now, I was on the streets, and through homeless outreach, they helped get me into this place called the Navigation Center. So I called them the dynamic duo, and this here was a tribute for them. Here in Houston, an infamous alliance was formed that was different from the norms, that's been hit by different storms, that's still alive, so don't mourn, but be warned. Did y'all say so? FYI to let y'all know that this entity is about to grow. Though it's growing slow, don't say that y'all wasn't warned about the dynamic duo. The dynamic duo show ain't Batman and Robin nor Popeye or Bluto, but they're very true though in everything that they do, and that's the absolute truth. Homeless outreach and the navigation center hit Houston, Texas like a bad fender bender without regards for gender, and remember I'm the sender of this special message. Life can be hectic. I select this topic and it's not a diss, but it's for you hypocrites that doesn't believe in changing things. Homeless Outreach and the Navigation Center has rearranged the game, man. To some that might sound strange, but it's only to you lames. That the dynamic duo staff stands taller than a giraffe. That's why I had to grab my pen and pad Like the dynamic duo, I'm grabbing brains off of a slab, pulling back the flab and taking them to a lab to try to change their thought process so that no one have to recollect or second guess with all due respect. And I bet that, oh Lord, others will get on board. Jesus Christ is whom I want y'all to adore. The dynamic duo will soar, and what's more, the dynamic duo in Houston is the best thing since sliced bread. Y'all heard exactly what I said. Someone messing up either program is what we dread because they're better than meds. The dynamic duo knows how to heal a soul. They're more so about healing and spiritual growth than more. The goodness that the dynamic duo do, no one can deny, no matter how hard they try. As they sigh, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. So, appreciate it. Do I got time for one more? A short one? Nah. Humada. Okay, here you go. Here we go. For centuries, man has been trying to redo God's design, which against our Heavenly Father is a crime as well as a sign, but man paid it no mind because he steady doing stuff on his own to rewind the hands of time. Earth and the human body are like one and the same. I know to some that might sound strange, but they both have natural ways of healing in things. But man has designed a plan, a part of a scam to supposedly heal humans. Damn fam, and it was through medicine. Most medicines have side effects where our bodies get wrecked. Thanks to doctors, we're the dummies taking a test. This is something that I had to address, I guess, and yes, it tends to be a contributor to our stress. However, a couple named Audra Fuselier and Kayana Wiseman, whom are homies, lovers, and friends, they've been married for over 25 years. She's 73, he's 68. She's 5 years older than him. Together, all shucks, they're about to pass the buck. People of planet Earth, y'all are about to be in luck because they have an anti-aging product. The anti-aging product is called Gengardum. It's made with all natural products. Y'all needs to get some. A lot of products, after we get done, we needs to get some tums, and that's no fun. Believe me, and y'all will see that the husband and wife team, because of the regular routines, with them, things are exactly as they seem. And because of their health and their eyes have a gleam. Sooner or later, we'll all end up in a hearse. But first, and what could be worse than doing our own research and find out for yourself how Gengardum works. Gengardum will, what else can I say? Hey, believe it or not, but it literally repairs your DNA in the way that God made. On that note, y'all have a good day. So, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Oh, and I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just type in Tyrone Miniweather. Miniweather is spelled like Minnie Mouse and weather all together. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much.
Guitar coming through? Beautiful. Brad Sullivan, this is Light on the Horizon. Traveling some forgotten road, light on the horizon comes. I'll journey on and bear my load, 'cause light on the horizon comes. It's been a lifetime worrying if this was that, or right or wrong, always a fight and coming up for air. Down again to wrestle on, won't let go, but the blessing was never right, or never really there. A man said, be not afraid, win or draw you may lose just the same. There's far worse and far less. And so my son, let it go. Remember, life is a song in progress. So I'll journey on and bear my load, 'cause light on the horizon comes. Traveling this forgotten road, light on the horizon comes. Leaning back against my car as the ferry takes me across the bay, neither here nor there. Singing songs with my guitar, remembering why they call it play, music and open air. The work was bad and the hours long, the money was not worth losing my soul. She said she understood. For better or worse, for rich or poor, but better and rich was far as she would go, or far as she could. So I'll journey on and bear my load, 'cause light on the horizon comes. Traveling this forgotten road, light on the horizon comes. Shout to the engine room, your life is up in flames. You walk among the ashes and rise to life again. Light on the horizon comes. 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 Thank you. This is a lot quicker than retuning. Unless you keep screwing it up, and then it's just about as bad. Yay. Well, this is a little different. and I was sort of challenged to sing it tonight. So if you don't have any whiskey with you, get it now. Jesus was from Kentucky, would he have still drunk wine? Would he have preferred sour mash or homemade moonshine? Would his dad have been a carpenter or run a still instead? Son of God, whiskey sounds good to me, the kind of drink that could raise the dead. That names call it some may call it heresy. Well, yeah. If Jesus was from Kentucky, who would the Pharisees be? Probably some self-righteous, angry preachers condemning folks like you and me. John the Baptist would have told them off, but he'd have been called Bubba, saying turn around and be free from sin, and God'll always love you. So everybody raise a glass to those self-righteous pains in the ass. Jesus was from Kentucky, well, things had gone the way they did. Well, folks have formed a lynch mob and strung up Nazareth's favorite kid. Would Jesus still save my soul, or would he say to hell with this? Corruption and destruction in the USA could make a savior mighty pissed. So if his blood covers up our sins, then barkeep, hit me again. Yeah, and if Jesus was from Kentucky, would he have still drunk wine? Would he have preferred sour mash or homemade moonshine? Would his dad have been a carpenter or run a still instead? Son of God, whiskey sounds good to me, the kind of drink that could raise the dead. So if his blood covers up our sins, barkeep, hit me again. Thank you. Thank you, and I'm sorry. And didn't mean to keep with the biblical theme, but this last one's called Jericho, the least biblical song with a biblical title, I think, ever. Oh, Jericho, the city full of sin, you're beautiful, magnificent, but crumbling within. Your power and your glory left you long ago, and all you knew of strength and wisdom buried in the cold. And all that's gold still glitters, I'm told, but the fire has turned to ice. And those who wished you well on the road to hell, well, they're tired of playing nice. When you were a young man on a meteoric rise, the only limit was the fear behind your eyes. Intelligence and talent brought you great success, and yet you were a stranger alone among the press. Of faces, flesh, and foolishness out of your control. Parasitic pleasure, the only dice that you would roll. But oh, Jericho, you ain't falling down tonight. You built yourself a wall full of anger, hate, and spite. Oh, Jericho, release your fear and pride, and let those walls come a-tumbling down, 'cause your enemy's inside. You carried on a desperate man, full of legal crime. Wealth and women flocked to you, but all a pantomime. And even when you married and the love you had was true, you couldn't help but blame her for the sadness that you knew. 'Cause she was cold and dark and beautiful, but you knew that going in. Nothing she could do to stop the loneliness within. And oh, Jericho, you ain't falling down tonight. You built yourself a wall full of anger, hate, and spite. Oh, Jericho, release your fear and pride, and let those walls come a-tumbling down, 'cause your enemy's inside. A man of constant sorrow, you soon took off your gloves, and you fight to make the world just like those stories from above. And everything and everyone tools in your little war, as every loss and victory left you demanding more. When the days you'd rue caught up to you, all pretense was exposed, and all of those who'd loved you had now become your foes. 1,000 miles was your ascent, but farther was your fall, as 'neath the weight of selfish fate you could barely crawl. Looking up, you fell sincerely to your knees in prayer, but would the hope that you had glimpsed overcome despair? Oh, Jericho, you ain't falling down tonight. You built yourself a wall, but now it's time to put things right. Oh, Jericho, release your fear and pride, and let those walls come a-tumbling down, 'cause your enemy's inside. Oh, Jericho, you ain't falling down tonight. You built yourself a wall, but now it's time to put things right. Oh, Jericho, release your fear and pride, and let those walls come a-tumbling down, 'cause your enemy's inside. Thank you much. Thank you much. Have a great night.
Oh, cool. What you need?
Hello, Mucky Duck on a Monday night. How are you? Doing all right on this Monday night? Getting ready for, he's going to turn me on. There we go. Getting ready for Halloween. It's fun. Charlie and I sit on our porch and have this huge bowl of candy, and we just wait for people to come by and, in their costumes, and we tell every single one, that's a great costume, just for encouragement. All right, so the first song tonight is called Over the Edge of the Mountain, and it is a lullaby.
edge of the mountain, I saw a pretty girl dance. She rose up in the air and twirled until the mockingbird sang. Under the waves of the ocean, there lies a heaven so deep. We walk along the edge and touch the tears the angels weep. In the center of the flowers bloom, the edges melt into sky, and the valley waits for shadows dark to shield us by and by. If you and I ever come to know the message of time, we'll find the words come from the birds sung sweetly line by line. In the center of the flowers bloom, the edges melt into sky, and the valley waits for shadows dark to shield us by and by. Oh, take the road to the valley, walk to the edge of the sea, and send your song upon the wind that you'll come home to me. In the center of the flowers bloom, the edges melt into a sky, and the valley waits for shadows dark, shield us by and by.
The valley waits for shadows dark to shield us by and by.
That one's for Zoe. Thank you. And then, so we have a couple more songs. We love to play original songs. All the songs that we're playing here are original. And the next one we're going to do is called Somebody Told Me. It's a song I wrote quite a long time ago, but then changed recently, as songwriters sometimes do, when the song didn't feel quite right. And so this one's called Somebody Told Me. I don't think I'm in tune. Sorry, let me try.
She tunes because she cares. But it's a ukulele, so we bought this ukulele from Jimmy Raycraft over at Rockin' Robbins. And when I said, "Does it stay in tune well?" he goes, "Well, that's part of the charm of the instrument."
True. Okay.
Somebody told me a long, long time ago, time goes by faster when you're old. And then my son turned to a man before my eyes. It's all those changes day by day. He must live his life in this troubled, troubled world. I must believe he'll find his own way. Somebody told me a long, long time ago, time goes by faster, so much faster when you're old. And then one morning, when I looked into the stars shine brightly when the sunset falls. Maybe not much changes after all. And when we fade off into the darkness all around, the stars above shine brighter still. Somebody told me a long, long time ago, time goes by faster when you're old. All right, we're going to end with a song that's called Remember, which is a love song. Remember that night, we walked down the road, down to the river, saw nothing but stars and darkness out among the trees. I'll never forget your face that night. It's the first time I saw a trace of love and light that made me know that you could be the one. It's funny how life can change when someone walks right into your heart. Why is it that someone can and someone else cannot? It's one of life's mysteries. We never know what will bring the love and light that wakes the soul and makes us want to see. There have been many moons to rise and leaves to turn and years of passing, many warm days and clouds and stormy skies. But if I had the chance to go back down to the river tonight, I'd go to feel the way I feel with you. Thank you so much. We're Carol and Charlie Burris. Thank you.
All right, Wayne.
All right, Ray.
How's that? I can hear it good. Well. you tonight? Wayne is going to join me here and play some music to allow my songs to sound a little bit longer and much better than I can play them myself. Who's the lucky guy that I saw you with on Sunday? And who's the lucky guy I saw holding your hand? And who's the lucky fella you were dancing with so gracefully? I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? Who's the lucky guy that you seem to find so charming? And what was he saying when you looked into his eyes? And what were you seeing when you smiled at him so sweetly? I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? Oh, who's the lucky guy with your head on his shoulder? You seem to be so happy with this stranger by your side. And when he comes to call, do you kiss him like you mean it? I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? Well, I didn't feel so lucky with my ring upon your finger. You didn't seem so happy with me when you said goodbye. And I know it was a fool because I didn't see it coming. I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? Oh, who's the lucky guy who has captured your attention? Who's the lucky guy with your heart in his hand? I can't recognize him through the dust and the raindrops. I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? Oh, who's the lucky guy with your head upon his shoulder? You seem to be so happy with this stranger by your side. And when he comes to call, do you kiss him like you mean it? I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? I was only wondering, who's the lucky guy? Thank you so much. When I was a kid, about 10 years old, there was another boy in the neighborhood who was a year older than me. I really liked him. He was really smart. He made good grades. He knew how to use tools. He could fix a bicycle chain. He could talk to adults and get us out of trouble. And every year around July, we'd save up our allowances, hop on our bicycles and ride up to the fireworks stand, and we'd buy bottle rockets. They were 10 cents a piece, or 12 for $1. And we'd go home and have bottle rocket wars and shoot them at each other. It was a lot of fun. Nobody lost an eye. And And as we got older, we went our separate ways. I found that he died at a very young age. I always felt like I wished that I could have spent a lot more time with him. Bottle rocket in my hand, dripping sparkles in the sand, blazing high into the night, splashing colors in my weary eyes. But I don't know where you came down, embers glowing on the lawn, 10-cent bottle rocket, won't you tell me where you've gone? Bottle rocket in the sky, oh so stunning as you fly by. Will you tell me what you see? High above the earth you had to leave, but I can't see you where you fell, drifting down before the dawn. 10-cent bottle rocket, won't you tell me where you've gone? If I could see it through your eyes, then I would not have to try to make sense of this sorrow bottle rocket burning in the sky. Now you've fallen to the deep, dark and ashen, and your soul to keep, never more again to fly, left alone with no goodbye. But I will see you once again, high above this mortal sun. 10-cent bottle rocket, won't you tell me where you've gone? Ten-cent bottle rocket, won't you tell me where you've gone? Thank you so much. Now that you've endured all that, I think we'll have a little fun. Are you ready?
I'm ready as
He's always ready. When I wake in the morning and I pull back the sheets, I see a lazy woman on my pillow fast asleep. And I bend down to kiss her on her pretty head. She wraps her legs around me and she drags me back to bed. I love my lazy woman, and it's crazy, don't you see? Because I love my lazy woman and I know my lazy woman loves me. I love her lazy kisses, I love her lazy lips, I love the way she lays her lazy hands upon my hips. I love the way she winks at me when she gets in the mood. And I love the way she shimmies when she dances in the nude. I love my lazy woman, and it's crazy, don't you see? Because I love my lazy woman, and I know my lazy woman loves me. Take it away, Wayne. I love her lazy cooking, I love her lazy bread. I love the way she lays those naughty thoughts into my head. So don't you come a knocking, just turn around instead. 'Cause we'll be in the back just bouncing on the bed. So if you need a woman, best take my advice. Find a pretty lady, look her over once or twice. But don't just fall for any girl who puts you on a throne. Get yourself a lazy woman and you'll never sleep alone. I love my lazy woman, and it's crazy, don't you see? Because I love my lazy woman, and I know my lazy woman loves me. Because I love my lazy woman, and I know my lazy woman loves me. Thank you, everyone. Thank Mr. Wayne Wilkerson.
Ray Wyatt there.
Thank
we
you
got
again.
Bob Simpson coming up. Let me go.
You guys are in for a treat. Bob Simpson's in the house. Okay. Guitar. Thank you.
Bob, Bob, Bob. My grandkid does that too. He's got to go, Papa Bob. Okay, come on, let me hear it. All right, so, man. So, just want to tell y'all, we've really heard some good music tonight, haven't we? Awesome. Really, 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 really. Thanks. I'm going to change all that. Got to plug in. So, I was going to play 2 new songs tonight. And I played them in front of my buddy Ray, who's standing back there. And he tore them up. So it's like, no, he didn't really. But gave me some things to think about with the song, so I'm not going to play them tonight. But how's that? Wayne's going to come up and play with me, too, to drown me out. So this first song, by the way, I've been married 43 years. Thank you, thank you. So I wrote this song for my 3rd wife. Coffee's brewing, I'm getting ready for work. left you lying there all alone. Didn't want to crawl out of that bed. You were keeping me so warm. You make it so easy to keep on loving you. Oh, you make it so easy to keep on loving you. I walk back in the bedroom just to tell you goodbye. You say I love you and you barely open your eyes. I reach down to kiss you right on the cheek. Say I love you too and how much you mean to me. Oh, you make it so easy to keep on loving you. Yeah, you make it so easy. Keep on loving you. Give it up for Wayne, guys. Is he awesome or what, really? You're awesome, dude. I've had a long day and I'm headed home. Glad you'll be there, I just never like being alone. See your smile, feel your loving touch. I know why, I just love you so much. You make it so easy to keep on loving you. Yeah, you make it so easy. Keep on loving you. You make it so damn easy. Keep on loving you. Thank you, appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I got in a conversation with Brad Sullivan over there, who played a little bit earlier, and I asked him where he was from, and he told me where he lived, and we grew up in the same neighborhood. Of course, he's a lot older than me. Hey. Anyway, my wife grew up in the same house during her whole childhood, and it was a neat place. It wasn't a house, it was a home. The address of the house was 812, and that was the way everybody referred to the house always. All of her cousins, all of her friends, all the parents, everybody referred to it as 812, and it was really just a neat place. So went down the street when we were up there. And this is the memory of that. I'm going to play with this pick if you don't mind. Yeah, sorry.
No picks.
No picks.
allowed.
Sorry. This may be, that's right, this may be worse. I don't know. It just didn't. Anyway, this is called 8. Play a decent one with the pick, right? Oh, man. Okay. Talk me back into it.
thumb pick or a flat pick?
It's a thumb pick. Sorry.
That doesn't count.
I can't remember the last time I drove down the street. It's been a couple years, maybe 3. There's our old church and school. Those nuns had so many rules. There's the old YMCA. Over there's the park where we used to play. The creek where we learned to swim. It's not as deep now as it was back then. 812 will always be home to me. It was such a special place to be. I've got so many great memories of 812. You know what happens when you're going someplace and you have all sorts of anxiety of what it's going to be like and anticipation. Hey, slow down. There's 812. Remember how Dad'd come out on the porch and yell, dinner's ready, it's time to come home. We'd all start laughing, then take off and run. Aunt Marie came over all the time. She'd be there every Friday and Saturday night. We'd play kickball out in the front yard, sit around the kitchen table and play cards. 812 will always be home to me. It was such a special place to be. I've got so many great memories of 812. It's been years since Mom and Dad passed on. Everybody's moved away except the twins and our brother John. 812 will always be home to me. It was such a special place to be. Got so many great memories of 812. Yeah, whatever that is. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thanks a lot, Ray, for ruining my set tonight. All right, so just for that, this is a song I stole from Ray. No, not at all. Well, I took all my money and headed across town. I knew right where the best card games could be found. I walked into that room, they said they were playing 5-card stud. Jack's a wild and the sky's the limit if you want to join us. I told them, I'm all in, I'm all in. I'm gonna play those cards that are dealt to me. I'm all in. Well, we played all night long till there was just 2 of us left. I swear she had to be the prettiest woman I'd ever met. She told me she was tired and wanted to make this our last hand. Well, I'd been winning all night long, so I was all in. Whoa, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm gonna play those cards that are dealt to me. I'm all in. Very nice. Well, those cards were dealt and the chips were stacked up high up in a pot. It was so damn quiet in that room you could have heard a pin drop. She threw down 3 queens, then a couple of jacks, smiled at me and said, honey, can you beat that? Well, I looked around the room and saw no one had bet on me. Well, I bet they all wish they had when I threw down those other 2 jacks and 3 kings. Whoa, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm gonna play those cards that are dealt to me. I'm all in. Well, I walked out in that morning light with all that money that I'd won. I knew how lucky I'd been, 'cause sometimes you win. I gotta, I'm working with him, okay? He's in progress. And sometimes you don't. Thank you, everybody. I'm Bob Simpson.
Sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to play there.
We do this every time.
I know, I'll forget it every time.
All right. Yeah, that's right. I'm working with him. He's taking lessons, okay? Yeah, isn't he fabulous? Really. I mean, I really, really, really appreciate Wayne. He runs a great open mic, does this every Monday. I don't know, how long you been doing this? Like 100 years? How many? 23 years. Y'all give it up for that because, not only me, think about our other bad musicians that he's listened to. That's right. That's it. No, he's awesome. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure that you tip your waiters and Brent back there. I'm sorry, Clint, excuse me, wherever he is. He disappeared. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you. Can I unplug? All right, thanks, everybody. Zoe with her ukulele. Appreciate that. Thanks. You want this, Zoe, or you want a small one? Here, I'll get it. All right. You got it? Good? Thanks, Kim. Yeah, you got it, man.
I'm Zoe. I play the ukulele. I'm going to start off with a cover and then move into two originals. So this is a cover of Celestial by Ed Sheeran. You see, tonight it could go either way. Hearts balanced on a razor blade. We are designed to love and break, and to rinse and repeat it all again. I get stuck when the world's too loud and things don't look up when you're going down. I know your arms, they are reaching out from somewhere beyond the clouds. You make me feel like my troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like I'm drunk on stars and we're dancing out into space. Celestial. Celestial. Shining through the rain, 1,000 colors in a brighter shade. Needed to rise from the lowest place. There's a silver lining that surrounds the gray. When I get lost, will you come back round? Things don't look up when you're going down. I know your arms, they are reaching out from somewhere beyond the clouds. You make me feel like my troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like I'm drunk on stars and we're dancing out into space. Celestial. Celestial. On and on and on. Oh, we were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. The way we notice, that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and on. You make me feel like my troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like I'm drunk on stars and we're dancing out into space. Celestial. Whoa, celestial. Whoa, we were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. The way we notice, that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and on. Celestial. And next up, this is actually a song that I wrote when I was 12 years old. I just figured out an accompaniment to it, so hopefully it holds up. Because I did write this when I was a kid, but it's called Wisdom of the Ages. Okay. All through life, we seek to find a way to tap into the wisdom of the ages, searching for the answers on our way, across the earth and the sea and the sky, seeking out the wisdom of the ages, delving deep to find the certain truth Life's like a book. You're always flipping pages until you find a page that speaks to you. All through life, we whittle time away, looking back upon the path that we've taken, leaving dreams behind us where they stay, little seeds sprouting in a distant soil, seeking out the wisdom of the ages, delving deep to find the certain truth. Life's like a book. You're always flipping pages until the last page of your life is through. Until the last page, until the last page, until the last page of your life is through. And last, I have got another song I wrote. It is my Halloween song. I call it Pumpkin Time, and let's do this. Yeah. Pumpkin time, a night for ghoulies and ghosts. Pumpkin time, it's the holiday that we love the most. Spirits and specters flying round, zombies rising from the ground, witches cackle, devils prance, and the skeletons are doing a skeleton dance. Pumpkin time, full of fright and fear. Pumpkin time, it's the spookiest night of the year. Werewolves howl into the night. Vampires search for necks to bite. In the street you'll cross black cats with bushes full of spiders and skies full of bats. Pumpkin time, monsters marching on parade. Pumpkin time, they're gonna do a candy raid. Time for tricks and time for treats. Fill your bucket up with sweets. Fun for you and fun for me. Oh, gobble up your goodies, 'cause they're all free. Pumpkin time, creepy to the extreme. Pumpkin time, hey, it's Halloween. Come on, everybody, scream, scream, hooray for pumpkin time. Scream, hooray for pumpkin time. Don't forget your wait staff.
Mic out of your way.
Do just spread the legs. All right. Am I on the right? I think I'm on the right hole. Batteries are good. Oh, yeah. Huh. I've never turned an acoustic pickup off before. It's kind of unexpected. Ugh. Good enough. It's open mic. All right. My name's Samuel Barker. A band called Brywire. That's all y'all really need to know. This is a song I wrote for a friend of mine. You know, a few years ago, we were all stuck at home for a while. And I just walked my dog miles a day. And my friend Jennifer, her job went completely online and she could go anywhere. So her and her wife got a divorce. She loaded up the car, got a fifth wheel, and was going to go see anything in the world. And it inspired me to write this song. And then she went all the way to Jacksonville, Texas, and met someone, and they got married, and she didn't go very far. So the moral of the story is talk about your dreams, because your songwriter friend could write a song based on your dreams. It might even be a sub-story about love being better than seeing the world, but I don't really buy into that. So here we go. Song's called Better Off Gone. This old town, it knows exactly where we've been. The street corner reminds us of all our conquests and our sins. Now the storefronts, they all sit empty and decayed, while our memories, they rest here just the same. 'Cause these streets are filled with ghosts best left alone. You know, I think we'd be better off gone. Let these wheels turn, the horizon will be our home. You know, I think we'd be better off gone. Better off gone. Street lights all busted, they got us living in the dark. Know there's a light out there, we just gotta find the spark. There's no future when we're dwelling in the past. There's a whole world out there, let's go and make a path. 'Cause these streets are filled with ghosts best left alone. You know, I think we'd be better off gone. Let these wheels turn, the horizon will be our home. You know, I think we'd be better off gone. Better off gone from these streets. Hold the memories of everyone who left before, left us all behind. Yeah, these streets where our dreams crashed and burned, lessons we had to learn. Make it out alive, make it out alive. Out alive. Yeah, these streets are filled with ghosts best left alone. All right. We're going to try a new one. It's open mic night. Do something you don't know very well. That's the whole point. I don't know. I'm not sure what this song's about. Actually, it was a friend of ours, a friend of my wife's, is going through rehab, and my brother went in and out of all that stuff, and it was kind of starting all these stories about calling folks, trying to find help, things like that, and inspired this song. This song's called Two-Piece Puzzle. At this point, it may change, but this is brand new. Hope y'all dig it. Calling back to say my phone. Well, I just called to see if yours was still on. Coming back to town, I wanted to call you first. I wonder if you're still hanging downtown, hitting the bars and letting your head down. Me, I ain't losing, no coming in first. Say I'm living like the best of the worst. You ever dream back, baby, to a days burning it down? Do you ever wish you might have stayed around? Been around this country, hit the road with no plan to quit. Tried to finish this puzzle, but you're the only piece that's ever fit. You still got that dog you found on the streets. You always had a thing for much like me. Still right there with you, riding in your purse. You glad to hear my voice, or are you feeling cursed? You ever dream back, baby, to a days burning it down? Do you ever wish you might have stayed around? Been around this country, hit the road with no plan to quit. Tried to finish this puzzle, but you're the only piece that's ever fit. My buddy's leaving, so I gotta go. Coming back to town, I'd let you know. You always said I'd probably come back in a hearse. I'll call back real soon, gotta catch this bus first. You ever dream back, baby, to a days burning it down? Do you ever wish you might have stayed around? I've been around this country, hit the road with no plan to quit. Tried to finish this puzzle, but you're the only piece that's ever fit. Tried to finish my puzzle, but you're the only piece that's ever fit. Thank y'all. Your applause gives me permission to move forward with that one, so appreciate that. All right. Land on a low note. I grew up over across the ferry from Galveston, a town called Crystal Beach on the Bolivar Peninsula. Back in the olden days before they, the whole Margaritaville thing happened, back when we didn't even have paved roads because local folks, So it's just a story about what we did when all the tourists weren't there. paving all the dirt roads, but they left this one alone. My trailer's at the dead end, but there's no place to call home. Shrimp boats in oil fields, the only job still around. When the tourists all pack up and forget this little town. Winter months bring boredom till the sun shines again, cooking up distraction till the payday ends. Yeah, it's just another small town where the edges get so hard to reach. Wasting away all my best years, living out here on this crystal beach. Surfing matchbooks, coffee filter starter spray. Takes a special kind of poison to survive this day to day. At the end of my dirt road, the heat never gets too high. The sheriff's got bigger problems, like that runoff fish July. Mama keeps the children, no, they never want or need. She hides behind her Bible, block the things she shouldn't see. Yeah, it's just another small town where the edges get so hard to reach. Wasting away all my best years, living out here on this crystal beach. When it all goes wrong, zig when you should zag, well, sparking it's all gone. Flames lit the night sky, there's a maker we would have met. Ma just told the children I fell asleep with a cigarette. Yeah, it's just another small town where the edges get so hard to reach. Wasting away all my best years, living out here on this crystal beach. Wasting away all my best years, living out here on this crystal beach. Thank you. Good to pull out? All right.
Sam is so tall. Sam's been one of my best friends for a very long time. I got to know Sam starting in like 2004. Really give it up for Sam, just an incredible musician. All right, let's test this. Let's see how I'm coming in. Better. Guys, I'm so nervous. Like, out of all the times I've done this, this is like the most nervous I am for all of it. I'm trying something different every time. Like, I'm always doing different things with my guitar. This right here, this is an incense holder that I have cut. You know how people do the percussion on the guitar and stuff? I didn't ever like the way it sounded. I'm like, why don't they just make drum set for the guitar, like something you could just patch on there? So I decided to cut some of these things and literally used Velcro. I don't know if I'm going to use it today or not. We'll see how nervous I am towards the end of this before I get into all of that. But this is my first time with a pedal board. I did a loop station last time. That was a disaster. And this may be too. All right, let's play. Just one more thing on Sam. So Sam and I have been good friends for a really long time, and like we've constantly trying to coordinate to get together and do stuff. Sam will every now and then come over to my place, and we'll start writing a song together, and then it'll sit on the shelf for 10 years, and we'll do nothing with it. And so we've got a few of those. But Sam and I worked together at the University of Houston Law Center back in the day, and he was in a punk band called Econo back then, and it was all right. But like what Sam is doing today is just remarkable. Like if you have not checked out Brightwire, I highly recommend you check out Brightwire. They're touring all over the United States just doing really incredible stuff, as you can tell by how he sounds. Me, this is like my 4th time doing this, and so I'm decent at guitar, and I'm all right at singing. When I'm doing both at the same time, it's hit or miss. And so hopefully today it's a hit. All I can say tonight is I hate you. It won't be alright. We could see each other sometime. If I could somehow make you mine. And if not, I'd take my spoon and dig out your blue eyes, swallow them down to my colon. They're gonna burn like hell tonight, throw it in your face, and I'd listen to you cry. Remember how we missed those nights under the ocean sky. Heart is on the floor. Why don't you stand by when I think of all the things you've done? Heart is on the floor. Why don't you stand by when I think of all the things you've done? You and I are like fire and the ocean folk collide. You and I are like fire and the ocean folk collide. Thank you. My heart is racing. All right. So I need to do some tech work here. Some of this stuff is really. Better. So I guess I should explain my musical style. I'm like goth, ambient, pop. And so I grew up on bands like Sisters of Mercy, Clan of Zymox, The Chameleons. But I really just love absolutely everything. I watch like YouTube videos on finger picking, and I'm trying to pick that up. Just coming in here and being inspired by the people that come in here, like Brad over here, his song Jericho I find really remarkable. Just a lot of fun to see what everybody's coming up with and for them to come out and perform them. So this is a song, and this is what ended up prompting me to come out here and start trying to perform live. Was in July I started writing a song, and it didn't have a name, but I knew the point that I wanted to get across. I write so much depressing stuff. Like, could I get a happy song? And so this is that happy song. And so I'm going to try my best. But it's a love song, and it's about my wife, who's right here. So I better not screw it up. It's called Yaya. Looking back on our very first day, seeing wanna cry, I don't wanna scream. Without you, I don't wanna live. I don't wanna cry, I don't wanna sing. Without you, and where do we go when life is unknown? I don't wanna live, I don't wanna cry, I don't wanna scream. Without you, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We say all our love is a little baby coming home. A legacy of our own is right here. Our time ready to grow. And how do we see the end when life is about to begin? And how do we see the end when life is about to begin? And where do we go when life is unknown? I don't wanna live, I don't wanna cry, I don't wanna scream without you. The thing about open mic is that you just barely get enough songs to get into it. And so like my heart rate's finally going down because I can't really see you guys anymore. And so it's like, you know, you can hear like I actually start singing there towards the end. So, you know, by song 3, it's like you're just kind of getting there. And, well, all right. We're going to do a crowd poll because I don't know what this last song is going to be. We could test the incense stick and do that thing, but it could end up in epic disaster. Okay? All right. So you don't even want to hear the other choice. You want to know what happens with the incense. Okay. I was having picks fall out of my hand constantly, and so I began just using a capo for everything and keeping my picks right here between the strings. Oh boy, okay. This is pretty goth, okay? So like Depeche Mode kind of. All right, I gotta concentrate. Everybody be quiet. I don't really. Got to pick a drum style I like. We'll go with the first one. Are you gonna feel alive when fortune turns to time? Are you gonna feel alive in life like paradise? In life like paradise. Are you gonna feel alive? So alive. Fly, fly, cover your eyes. Torn by the dreams I fear tonight, ignite. Please cover your eyes tonight. Time, fortune of life, worn by lines between this divine design. Fortune of life tonight. Are you gonna feel alive when fortune turns to time? Are you gonna feel alive in life like paradise? In life like paradise. Are you gonna feel alive? So alive. Free, free, down on my knees, consciously to your symmetry. I see in times like these, believe. See, what do I need? Who am I to disagree? Indeed, what do I need? Believe. Are you gonna feel alive? Are you gonna feel alive? Are you gonna feel alive when fortune turns to time? Are you gonna feel alive in life like paradise? In life like paradise. Are you gonna feel alive? So alive. First time using this live. Thank you. Appreciate everybody being such a captive audience. What a poll. Thank you. Good night. Oh, by the way, I'm Robert Johnson of Stars and Satellites. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers on YouTube so I can do some live streams, and I just can't seem to get past 35. If you could go to youtube.com @RobertSatellite, and please follow me, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Good night.
Oh, that's really bright. Woohoo! Okay, hold on. Can I have a little more on the monitor? It is turned down. Is it really? Well, it's really bassy too. Let me see. Can you take any of the bottom out? No? Can you give me more monitor? It's hard to hear up here, but okay. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. He won't know. He's deaf. What, Wayne? Oh, okay. Or maybe I'm deaf or something. No, it's you. Now I can. I turned it up. Okay. Is it too loud out there, though? The guitar? It is too loud? It's too loud?
It is. It's unbelievably loud. That's why I kept asking you to turn it down.
Too loud? No? Too loud out there? Okay. All right. Do ghosts? Ghosts. Oh my God, did you guys see his guitar? Okay. He has the nicest guitars.
It's called Blingy.
Yeah, I like bling though. You almost ready? I burned your Levi's and your pearl snap shirt. Ashes to ashes and dirt to dirt. I buried our love in a deep dark hole. But now you're just a ghost. If you're just a poet writing up a tale, you and I both know you ain't coming back. I used to love you, but I let you go. But now you're just a ghost. Honey, now you're just a ghost. My spirit's high, so don't you hang around. The good dumb devil, you can't hold me down. And silly boy, only heaven knows that I ain't afraid of gold. I forgot the words there. Oh my God. I replaced your headboard with chiseled stone. Here lies the meanest man I've ever known. But rest in peace with every lie you ever told. 'Cause now you're just a ghost. Honey, now you're just a ghost. My spirit's high, so don't you hang around. Silver-tongued devil, you can't hold me down. And silly boy, only heaven knows that I ain't afraid got 10,000 angels to see me through. I've cried the last tear I'll cry for you. You're just a shell of a man that I used to know, but now you're just a ghost. Honey, now you're just a ghost. My spirit's high, so don't you hang around. Silver-tongued devil, you can't hold me down. And silly boy, only heaven knows that I ain't afraid of gold. Sorry. Oh my God. I am having memory issues. I haven't played in several weeks. Okay, let's see. What do you want to do? Let's do. I will. I'm gonna do this one first. Just 'cause. Come down off your throne, leave your body at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key, and I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. 'Cause I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down off your throne, leave your money at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key, and I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. 'Cause I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. I can't find my Okay, made it through that song. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you want an original? Okay. I like that other song though. Okay. All right. Oh, I am like nervous tonight, huh? Which original is this? Well, tell me your name. Tell me it was all in vain. Tell me what you're doing today. Tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I can't remember how to forget you. When I close my eyes, you're still there. When did your love die? Mine's still there. Just speak to me. Tell me all the things that I don't want to hear. Just speak to me. Tell me all the things you still hold dear. Speak to me, 'cause I still want to hear your voice. Speak to me, 'cause I don't have another choice. Okay, then don't say a word. It's the loudest silence I've ever heard. 'Cause I can't remember how to forget you. When I close my eyes, you're still there. When did your love die? Mine's still there. So tell me, just tell me your name. Tell me it was all in vain. Tell me what you're doing today. I'm telling you, I'll be okay. Okay.
Melissa Sandbrooks there.
screwed up that first song. No. I never screwed up that first song. I hate these lights.
Well, good evening. That was the untangle the cord portion of the show. This is the readjust the height of the mic stand part of the show. Oh, wow. This is the sound really loud on the guitar part of the show. Are you all still with me? Amazing. This is the atheist love song. My love for you is chemical. Your beauty, my opinion. I am only physical, a pawn of this dominion. So what to thee shall I compare? If I apply denial, no mystery, no miracle, no providential smile. I know too much to turn away from all the contradiction, taken to experiment for what is real or fiction. The universe is all there is, no other can be proven, and every gap will disappear to satisfy illusion. No bread or wine, no cause divine, attempt to justify disease. No better life, devoid of strife, will ever bring me to my knees. I am no slave to God or grave, to any ancient myth or creed. My inner voice gives me no choice. It tells me never to concede. Thank you. This is the Crisis of Faith love song. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I can walk upon the shore and follow in your steps. I can climb the highest peak or wallow in the depths. Read and mark the poems and the letters to a friend. Still I wait in silence, but the silence doesn't end. But I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you even there? Do you ever hear? Do you know what they say about you here? You're in my head, not alive or dead. You're the reason for all the blood that's shed. Yet it's here I stand with a ready case for an audience in the dwelling place where I can hear you. But I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I endure the nightmare, the dreams of what may be, living in the moment into eternity. Live among the poorest ones or make a decent wage. Count upon the promises or ponder ancient sage. But I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Thanks. This is the playing at an open mic when nobody's listening to you. I'm just saying, this is that other song. This one's a true story about a woman who was playing at an open mic. And turns out she was a woman who had a number 7 or number 4 hit on the charts. And nobody recognized it or her when she played at an open mic years later. And she didn't like that. I couldn't even bothered be, the lady said indignantly, and walked away guitar in hand, expecting them to notice. But idle chatter all around meant no one even heard the sound. Her tiny heels were hammering on empty boards of notice. My voice upon the radio was all I ever had to show that I was someone you should stop to listen, take a notice. Barren soul, barren soul, barren soul, barren soul, lonely, I can't even cry over my cold, barren soul. What does it count when all is done? There isn't any fame or fun in taking a nostalgic journey no one else will notice. Now every good one in the past is looking like it was the last time I would be attracting the attention of your notice. So let it be the final chore, remembering how the lady swore to end it all without regard for what the final note is. Thank you. I'm Jeff Simpson, and there you go.
Hello, everyone. Jeff, that was a great job. Everyone's done very, very well, actually. Oh, that light. My name is Joshua. I'm working with a stage named Mr. Enrichment. I hadn't decided if I'm going to use that all the way, but that's what I'm trying to aspire to be, enriching. So I'm going to do spoken word poetry, so bear with me. Okay. Let me see what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to do. Yeah, this one is called Cherish. Okay. We in the heart of nowhere, where they believe in no belief, crying tears like a child, filled with grief and no relief. We constantly hear these sounds of ambulance and police. It's written that in the last days, evil will increase, aggravated with everything, all the above. Remember, Aaliyah died, they released those white doves. Remember that peace treaty between Crips and Bloods? We now in Revelations, war, famine, and floods. No fingerprints will be left. They wearing black gloves. That demon inside your spirit, craving for them drugs. That chubby little Catholic boy is now a slim thug. Your home is a murder scene, blood soaked in your rug. Examples of what to love and what to cherish. Still avoiding your loved ones, especially mommy dearest. Unable to comprehend the news when you hear it. Problems you struggle with as a kid, you still fear it. And who can complain when the symptoms advance and you're dying? And who do you get hope from when you don't know who's supplying? And all of your enemies that you plan revenge for, you're now contemplating forgiveness because death is at your door. Come cherish. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Do rest later. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sacrifice, cherish. Okay, yeah. Neither poverty nor riches. No profits made, you in your grave and penniless. The words confess, your heart's congested, shall be no rest. The ending of the two that severed, no stable ground. The eyes of doom look you down while the sin surrounds. Dishonor the name of my God, far be it from me. This entity, my enemies, they deceive. It's just like that, I'm on my back, I calculate the cost. God brings the fire and the brimstone, the snow, the frost. The vision that I shall not presume, my heart's intact for. The glory of the one, the Son, who wakes up the sun. This poverty be just like where they look and they stare, then double dare, but do they care? Got no rules, no fair. They'll leave their dead and buried heartless. Then the fear's released. They will get caught red-handed when he comes back like that thief. We must consider the prices paid, and we pay no fee. Discharge me from dishonor, God, with this poverty. Okay. Thank you. Purity, right? Okay. All right. This will be the last one. This is called Rest Later. Okay. She has been pregnant 3 times, but only got 1 baby. She's sweet like a kitten, but this is what will drive you crazy. She's scared to get healed, but wasn't scared to cold kill. Decides to tell you later and expect you to stay thrilled about having you, being a part of me, when you killed and sacrificed the purest part of your body. To deny to re-die. She acted shy before she cried, but she didn't hear them twins' heartbeat stop as they tried. You let them put that steel inside. Y'all 2 partners in this crime. You and these strangers got together, then destroyed my manly pride. From your thoughts, what do you hide when the anniversary arrives? Do you shiver or do you cry? Or does your cold heart still deprive? Rest later. All right, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna play a few songs that I've never played outside of my house, so I gotta put my words up. Yeah, I'll plug in. So I had some business in Texarkana, and I'd never been to Texarkana before. And it's a rough place. And this song is about some observations that I made having to drive back and forth between Houston and Texarkana. The windows of an old cafe are covered up in boards. The only things that still remain are payday loans and liquor stores, old stray dogs and tire shops, tired women time forgot, and ghosts of wiser men who got away. The band stopped playing long ago. The 5 and dime became a dollar store. The honky-tonks got chains and locks hanging on its doors, 'cause no one plays the guitar anymore. Among the pines sit old junk cars that will not run again. You can't fix a motor when you're barely making ends. The sign above says Jesus saves, but I don't think he's seen this place, 'cause it's a sin to watch it waste away. The congregation stopped praying long ago. They turned on televisions and rarely left their homes. The honky-tonks got chains and locks hanging on its doors, 'cause no one plays the guitar anymore. Yeah, the honky-tonks got chains and locks hanging on its doors, 'cause no one plays the guitar anymore. Thank you. This is a song about relationships that don't work out. I think I'll be all right. Why don't you come back to bed instead of staying up inside your head? I can't seem to figure out what the hell you're still so mad about. Ain't nothing I can do or say gonna make a difference anyway. And if tomorrow you were gone, at least I could quit hanging on. But I keep searching until I find all of the pieces of the heart you left behind. In little moments that pass us by, I still find pieces of a heart you left behind. I seen a diamond turn to dust, and a band of gold turn into rust. When the wolves came howling at our door, why did you give them what they were looking for? But I won't stop searching till I find all of the pieces of the heart you left behind. In little moments that pass us by, I'm finding pieces of a heart you left behind. Don't give up on you, I won't give up on me. I know this isn't easy. Just let me go before I fall apart completely. There might be a day when you smile, when you hear my name. I won't stop searching till I find pieces of a heart you left behind. In little moments that pass us by, I still see pieces of a heart you left behind. Pieces of the heart you left behind. Pieces of the heart you left behind. Thank you. So this last song is about a friend of mine who, she's unlucky in love, and she probably drinks too much. She found out the hard way that she ain't 18 when a Mexican dance floor tore up her knee, and her wedded girlfriend said quietly, that's why she's single and may always be. But when she's been drinking, she's a hot mess. She comes in my bedroom and takes off her dress. In the morning she asks, do you think of me less? I know it's not Sunday, but I must confess, caught in a whiskey romance. When Jack Johnny asks me to dance, I never say no, they've taken my chance. 'Cause you can't fall in love in a whiskey romance. She's notching a bedpost and closing down bars, wishing a good man would fall from the stars. When it comes to the bad boy, she knows where they are. Names on the bottles that gave her a scar. She's caught in a whiskey romance. When Jack Johnny asks her to dance, she never says no, they've taken her chance. 'Cause you can't fall in love in a whiskey romance. No, you can't fall in love in a whiskey romance. No, you can't fall in love in a whiskey romance. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. All right, hello. Hey, there's a pick up here. Someone leave a pick. Communal pick. My pick? All right, that's cool. I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy, so let's see how that goes. Let's see what happens. My name is Connor. Hello. I moved in with my girlfriend recently, which is fun. We live together now, and very fun part of the relationship. I like living with women. The last woman I lived with created me, so I have a lot of practice right now. I communicate with my girlfriend. We communicate very well, and that might stop shortly because I told her my income for my new job I got, and she was like, "Oh, I make more than double that." So that's fun. And you ever share good news and it bums two people out at the same time? Because that's what happened. We both got sad pretty quickly. And I don't care that she makes more. It's just the gap's pretty big. It feels like she can do anything, and I have to be okay with it. Like, she could come home and be like, "I kissed my boss at the office party." And I'd have to be like, it happens. It happens sometimes. He's cute. Honestly, I'd be upset if you weren't. Hey, good for you. As long as it was an office party, you're working on your career, okay? So that's a brave kiss right there. That's a nice kiss. Income's not my thing. I defend our house right now. I don't want to do that, but I live with the vegan and a dog that wears pajamas, so I kind of have to. It's my only choice. It's not fun. I'm a pretty skinny guy. I'm 5'11", 150 pounds, which has been described as victim weight, and you don't want to be victim weight. Those guys just don't make it, honestly. Those guys do not make it. I took self-defense classes for a while. I thought that would help with my frame, and it didn't help because I found out you don't learn self-offense in self-defense class at all. So I can't even win. I just lose slowly right now. That's my skill level. I asked my instructor for advice. He's like, you should buy a gun. I'm like, all right, thank you, man. Thank you, sensei. I appreciate that. My girlfriend and I, we're thinking about getting married somewhat soon, and the way my income's going, I expect her to propose to me at any point. I think she'll do it. Anytime she gets low, I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. Here we go. I'm going to say yes. It's nice. I worry about money a lot. We're thinking about getting a house, and then I looked up what houses go for nowadays, and I'm glad my parents have a will, because I think that's going to be my only course of action. When there's a will, there's a way. That's about home ownership, and I think it's going to work. Everything's way too expensive with houses. You can put like a refrigerator box in an empty parking lot, $250,000 right there. That's going to be a lot of money right there. I mean, I think I was just born in a time where everything's too pricey. My parents got a home for very cheap. I think I either need to go somewhere else or to the past. That's the only place I can afford a home. A realtor was like, do you want an apartment or a condo? I'm like, I want a time machine, okay? I need to go back to a reasonable time when things made sense. I think we would do well together, though. We don't have a lot of drama, my girlfriend and I. She did have a cheating dream recently, which that was weird. She was like, ooh, I had a cheating dream. And I go, okay, that's cool. And then she said, oh, you cheated on me in my dream. And I was like, all right, I'm sorry you made me do that. I'm really sorry about that. She was like, what are you talking about? You acted bad. And I said, yeah, but you directed the movie I was in. So don't complain. You need to go to film school. That's what you should do. She was like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, I don't want to either. And she said, yeah, I walked in. It was you and all these blonde women. And I was like, what else happened, actually? What else went on in there? What were their names? What were their Instagrams? Tell me their Instagrams. I'm glad I'm in a relationship. I didn't like being single. I was bad with women. And thankfully, now I'm just bad with one woman. I can contain how bad I was. I hated it. When I was like single and desperate, I would do anything to attract a woman. Like if I was at the gym and there was a woman near me, I'd try to lift the bus just to get her to look in my direction. I'd probably break my arm. Even if I did, I'd just play it off. I'd just be like, I meant to do that. See this? I don't even need this arm. Probably hit on her with it. I'm like, Connor Carter, nice to meet you. This bone sticking out? That's a boyfriend bone right there. Okay, that's a boyfriend bone. All right. Underwhelming silence. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. It's been pretty library-like this whole time, so I'll get out of here pretty soon. I live in a nice part of Houston. I live in the Heights, and it's gotten a little more dangerous recently. I think Houston's a unique city where groups of bikes will just go through any part of town, and you just have to deal with it. It's just they ignore. It's a red light, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. There's 50 of you, so I can't really do anything about it. I don't know what that is. It's just like a bunch of men who have to wear tights to go 12 miles per hour. You have to wear tights to go. You need a full-body yoga suit. I don't know. And they're very cocky. They act like we stole the road from them, like we're trespassing on their road and we forgot to pay the toll. And I'm like, I just want to remind them, you don't have airbags. right? So let's not act like I respect trains. I'm not in my car on a train track like go around, okay? Go around. There's plenty of track for everybody. It's mean. They act like you're trespassing. I just want to let them know, like, I know you're wearing a helmet, but if we hit each other, do you think that's going to help at all? You think the police are going to show up like, thank God he wore a helmet. His head is fine. His body's over there, but his head is fine. We can donate this, actually, if we want. I don't know. I feel like if someone took out the bikes, the hardest part about that would be not smiling from ear to ear the next day while I get to work on time for the first time in weeks. I think that would just be a tremendous upgrade. All right, that's it for me, you guys. Thank you. I'll bring up your next performer. Give it up for Mason James, everybody.
Hey, what's up? Just more comedy. Okay, I feel like we all want to go home right now. We do? Okay, I want to go home. This is what chasing your dream looks like. My name's Mason. I hate the doctor. Do we have any doctors here? I feel like you do. You're a doc. Okay, well I like you, but regular doctors have given up. I don't know if you've been lately. We shouldn't have given them iPads. We should not have done that because now they're always on the iPad. I go, how much could be on there? Like what could be on there? I looked at it one day. He was looking up symptoms. He didn't even know. He did not even know. It was annoying. The other day I went to the doctor. He didn't tell me to take a deep breath one time, and that was my favorite part. I love that part. I'm just over there guessing. I was like, and he's like, are you okay? I go, no, I'm not. I'm doing your job for you. Actually, I'm not okay. Then I looked up. He didn't even have the ear things in. No ear things. He was brailing. He was brailing for my heart. So that's why I like chiropractors. They're making it up, but they're trying. It's all made up. I don't know how chiropractors became doctors. Some guy was just walking down the street, cracking his knuckles, and he's like, oh, we should do this to all bones. We should do this to all bones. And then his buddy was like, it's going to help people? And he goes, no, it's going to sound awesome. It's going to sound great. And then he's like, you're going to stay away from necks, though, right? And he goes, no, especially necks. We're going to actually focus on necks for a long time. It's a pretty big problem. I got spanked as a kid. You guys get spanked? Not as a kid? All right. Nice. Well, that hurts that's going to be a bigger laugh than my whole thing. Yeah. I was spanked as a kid, and my parents, they did it the right way. Like, they weren't doing it for fun, but they were doing it like if I did something wrong. And I think they want us to spank now. We just had a kid. They want us to spank him because I think they feel bad about it. So now they're like, all right, now you hit. You hit somebody. It'll make you feel better. It'll make us all feel better about it. I hated getting spankings. The worst spanking you could get, though, was when your dad was at work and you were home alone with your mom, and your mom called your dad. You never thought she was going to call, She always thought she was bluffing. And then one day she actually calls your dad, and you're like, Mom, what the heck? How could you betray us like that? And it ruins the rest of the day. You can't play anymore because you're just thinking about your dad at work, just doing push-ups, shadow boxing, stapling stuff really hard. And then he gets home, and I was like the most diplomatic I've ever been when he got home. I was like, well, stock market was crazy today, wasn't it, Dad? It's important not to overreact in these turbulent times. It's very important. I do have parents. You guys have parents? Nice. I feel like this has really gone worse than I could have thought. I've got parents. My parents are getting older. My dad's at the age, he's starting to turn his blinker on pretty far in advance. Sometimes you don't even see an exit. I'm like, you turning? He's like, I could be turning. I go, that's not how blinkers work, Dad. That's not how blinkers work. My dad struggles with phone calls. I had a missed call from my dad the other day. I called him back. I go, hey, what's up, man? Just returning your call. He goes, I didn't call you. And I go, yeah, you did. I'm just returning your call. And he goes, I didn't call. And I go, look, Apple's been doing this for a while. Your name was in red. You called me. And then he goes, I don't have to tell you, man. I think we got hacked. I go, that's not what hackers do, Dad. Hackers want money. They do not want to reconnect family. All right, that's not what they want. So I took my dad in his first Uber the other day. That was a huge problem. Huge problem. Parents do not understand Uber. He was like, this is one of your buddies picking us up? I go, no. I go, Dad, it's an app. He goes, his name is App? I go, get in the car. All right, get in the car. He gets in the car, then out loud goes, I don't trust Elon Musk. I go, this has nothing to do with him, all right? It's a Honda Accord, Dad. He's like, he builds rockets. I go, this is the opposite of a rocket, all right? Just chill out for a second. He was staying at an Airbnb that night, but I didn't have the heart to tell him. You can't tell your parents about Uber and Airbnb in the same night. They'll be like, how did your dad die? I bet you learned about tech a little too quickly, actually. I just told him it was a buddy's house. He did call me later that night. He was like, your buddy has a lot of rules. I go, that's his thing, man. He's organized. He's like, I really have to be out by 11. I go, he's just like that, Dad. He's very meticulous. So I'm a married man. We got any marrieds here? Cool. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody's like, we just got divorced today. All of us got divorced at the same time. We're very sad. Everybody's sad. I'm married. I like being married. You think you understand women when you're dating them, and then you marry one, and you're like, we're not even close. We have no idea. Every day of marriage is like watching Animal Planet in a different language, you know, trying to recognize patterns, understand motive. Will the Brita ever get refilled? Probably not, you know. What is a duvet? I don't know what that is. A lot of guys don't know what a duvet is. If you don't know what a duvet is, basically women are trying to do pillowcases for blankets. And I know what y'all are thinking. Blankets are doing fine. That's what I thought too. Okay, not as good as we thought. Okay. I thought a duvet was wine. That's what I thought it was. My wife was like, we have to get a duvet. I was like, it's early, but I like to drink. All right. Hopefully they have a dry duvet. That sounds yummy right now. You learn so much. Like when I was single, I had one pillow, and that's what I thought life was, you know. I had one pillow. I never thought about multiple pillows because I only have one head. So I always had a one-head-to-pillow policy in my life. I thought I'm going to get married. My wife's going to bring in a pillow. We're going to be a two-pillow household, just like I've always dreamed of. And boy, was I wrong. 14 pillows. That's what we're having now, 14. Our bed looks like Stonehenge right now. All right. Looks like a beaver went to Home Goods. Just building a dam of wasted money. Takes an hour and a half to make the bed. By the time you're done making it, you have to unmake it to take a nap. You're so tired, and that's what they want. They want you tired. So, okay. All right, cool. That's good. Laughed at the old stuff, didn't laugh at the new stuff. That's always good for my work ethic. You guys are great. Keep it going for Wayne and the Mucky Duck, everybody. Thank you.
All right, you guys.
We get a lot of comments on this thing.
All right. Well, my name is Johnny Bauer, and this is Nikki Paris, and we hail from Spencerport, New York, which is close to Buffalo, New York. And we started out a couple days ago. We played in Knoxville. Then we played in Louisiana. And then we played in, where was it? Mississippi. Now tonight we're playing Johnny Bauer Duo. And yeah, and it's a pleasure being here. But you know, I'm gonna say a little funny story here real quick. So we were driving. That's a long ways away if you know where Buffalo, New York is. But we were driving and we were going to get something to eat. And we stopped at Applebee's. And I don't know if you've been in an Applebee's, but they have these steps, a couple steps to get on the higher platform. And I was wearing my flip-flops and I tripped and fell smack dab totally on the ground. Like someone threw water on the floor, and it was.
You were like,
kinda
sir,
funny.
are you okay?
You need to fall into it, though. Anyways, we'd like to do a couple originals for you. This is Nikki Paris, and she's my partner in crime. And a couple of these songs, the first one's not about her, but it kind of is because she rides horses, and I wanted to write a song that she could ride a horse to. So I hope you like this one. It's called I'm Not the Enemy. What should I do differently? I haven't already done. You remain a mystery I haven't solved even once. And along the way, I build up more and more to say, and it's bleeding out.
one word at a time. Oh, I've tried and I've tried, but my rivers run dry with the idea of you still being mine. Oh, I pray and I pray that maybe someday you look back and realize that I'm not the enemy. No, I'm not the enemy. Oh, I've tried and I've tried, but my rivers run dry with the idea of you still being mine, mine, mine. Oh, I pray and I pray, maybe someday, you look back and realize that I'm not the enemy. No, I'm not the enemy. God! Thank you. Give it up for all the entertainment tonight. Wonderful job. I can't believe how awesome everyone was. It's you don't always get that when you go to these kind of things, but out here you do. All right, here we go. This song is a little song. 3 years ago, I worked for a university, the University of Rochester, and I played at this place for 8 years straight. And I had a drunk friend that would walk in. He'd walk to the bar and he'd be yelling out, play Calendar Girl or play this or that, Johnny Cash. And you know, I got sick of it after 8 years. But you know what? This one day he walks in and he has these high shorts. I'm like, what the hell is he doing now? And actually he was playing kickball, right? But this night he walked in and I said, oh no. But then this really, really pretty girl walked in afterwards wearing those, you know, short kind of things. And I'm like, oh, this is going to get interesting. And, you know, I played and stuff. And then at the end, he actually introduced me to her. And we found out that we worked at the same university, University of Rochester. But I was plunging toilets, fixing lights and all this stuff. And she was working on cancer research. But we got to talking, and we realized that, you know, we liked a band called the Foo Fighters together. And I said, oh, yeah, I love the Foo Fighters, too. So the next week when she walked in, I learned how to play a song. I'm not going to do the Foo Fighters song. But, you know, we've been together now for 14 years. And 3 years ago, she said, well, if you're going to go full-time and quit your day job, I'm going to learn how to play that bass, and I'm going to chase you around this planet. And she's done that for 3 years. Give it up for Nikki, you guys.
Thank you. It's a true story.
So I had to write her a song because I had to go to Florida. I knew if I was going to go full-time, I'd have to go to Florida to play for a little while. So wrote her this song when I had to go alone. Here we go. It's called I'm Never Gonna Leave You Lonely. Well, I'm so in love with you, baby, and I don't even think it's a maybe. With those eyes, they shine. If there's a chance, I'm gonna take it. If there's a bulb, I'll break it. With all my clumsy ways. Oh, I love to make you laugh. We let the past be the past. I'm never gonna leave you lonely. 'Cause girl, you're the one and only. You set my soul on fire. You take me higher and higher. It's my life, I'm gonna live it. And I want you every moment in it. If that's alright by you. If there's a chance, I'm gonna take it. If there's some love, we'll make it. With all our foolish ways. Oh, I love to make you laugh. We let the past be the past. And I'm never gonna leave you lonely. 'Cause girl, you're the one and only. You set my soul on fire. You take me higher and higher. Oh, I love to make you laugh. We let the past be the past. And I'm never gonna leave you lonely. 'Cause girl, you're the one and only. You set my soul on fire. You take me higher and higher. I'm never gonna leave you lonely. 'Cause girl, you're the one and only. You set my soul on fire. Take me higher and higher. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah. It's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. All right, get those hands up. Here we go. Never gonna leave you lonely. 'Cause girl, you're the one and only. You set my soul on fire. You take me higher and higher. Never gonna leave you lonely. 'Cause girl, you're the one and only. You set my soul on fire. You take me higher and higher. And I'm never gonna leave you lonely. Thank you. All right, you know, what brings us out to Houston is it's in the middle from where we're going tomorrow, which is San Antonio. Actually, we're going to where tomorrow? Austin tomorrow, but we're heading to San Antonio. But this gentleman over here, he's an amazing steel player, and I've known him for many, many years. He was from the area we were from in Rochester, New York. And it's a pleasure hanging out with you today. So anyways, we got one more song, and I'd like to put this out to all of you. This is about a guy that doesn't have his shit together yet. But he believes as long as he can buy his woman a new pair of shoes every now and then, that he's all set. Now, do we have any women out there that like shoes? No? You like your shoes? Yeah, you told me you had a bunch of pairs. All right, this is called Mama Needs a New Pair of Shoes. Here we go. I hope you like it. She hit me right between the eyes when she asked me what's my plan for life, and I told her, frankly, I don't know. That wasn't what she wanted to hear. She said, let me make something crystal clear, and she told me, this is how it's gonna roll. She said, I'm not hanging with a broke-ass man. I need you, darling, to understand. I love to hug and squeeze you. I love you, but I'll leave you. You got a hell of a lot to lose. 'Cause mama needs a new pair of shoes. I wanna take it and meet my mom and dad, but the first question that they're gonna ask is how you gonna support our little girl when you get married and having kids, buying a house like mom and daddy did. And we told them we'd like to take it slow, yeah, real slow. She said, I'm not hanging with a broke-ass man. I need you, darling, to understand. I love to hug and squeeze you. I love you, but I'll leave you. You got a hell of a lot to lose. 'Cause mama needs a new pair of shoes. Yes, she does. I love to hug and squeeze you.
Love to hug and squeeze you.
I love you, but I'll leave you.
Love you, but I'll leave you.
You got a hell of a lot to lose. I love to hug and squeeze you. I love you, but I'll leave you. You got a hell of a lot to lose. 'Cause mama needs a new pair of shoes. Yes, she does. Let's go buy Mama a new pair of shoes. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging around until the end. We appreciate that. Wayne?
Yep.
Thank you, Wayne, for hosting this, too. Great place. I don't know. Yeah.